Well, welcome back to another game here on the Clark and Addison Gaming Company channel. In this video, I am going to introduce a brand new game. It's still in development stage, but it's so easy that it's pretty close to finished. I'm calling it Inside Lane Racing. Inside Lane Racing. All right, so this is a tabletop racing game. You can obviously see I have a little game board here. Now I'm planning to release this as a physical product. So a lot of these tokens are just kind of me putting it together myself. But if you played it as a PDF, you know, I'd want it to be kind of on one sheet like this. So I did my best with the colors. These are going to be the colors of the cars. These are going to be the positions of the cars once we settle them. And then here we'll have what lap each car is on. The race goes 5 laps, so it's the winner after the 5th lap, or I guess on the 5th lap. And then we have something called a wear and tear, which I'll explain. You just need 2 d6 dice to play this game, so super easy. And it'll also come with this game guide. It's got a few instructions in it. It's like 4 pages. So the setup, you just need markers to mark everything, and then you need the game board. And like I said, it'll be like a domino-sized game board with a position. And then you'll also, each of these will either be all on one card, so you can play solo, or if you wanted to play, you'll need at least 2 people if you want to play all the cars. You could do one-on-one. Where one car against another car, that's fine. Or you could play all 4 where 2 of you are controlling 2 of the cars. Or you could play up to 4 players. If you had 3 players, 1 person could be doing 2 cars or whatever. So it can play up to 4 players at this point. And how you play is you go through a qualifying stage. Basically, you can see the positions here. So this is the pole position. Number 2, number 3, and number 4. If you had more, number 5, number 6, etc. If you were playing a lot more, you would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so you would be doing it mostly like you would do on race day. And then the order of rolling is 1, 2, 3, 4. So whatever car is in the pole position gets to go first. The first 2 cars go first. That leaves room for the other cars to go behind them as well. And then I'll show you later, whenever you get to roll number 2, number 3, number 4, it'll be you'll look to the inside lane first. So if 2 cars are side by side, let's say over here, you'll do on the green first and then the yellow second. So that's sort of order of roll. Taking a turn, you just start in the order 1 through 4. You roll 2 d6 dice, and then you push the car however many spaces there are on the board. You can't jump a car that's in front of you. You have to go around, or you have to pass cars that are in front of you. And when passing, you can only pass on the straights. So you can only pass on the straights here. You can't pass on the corners. Although there are some special driver abilities. One of those is that you can pass on a corner. Once per game, once per race. So, and like I said, when you're there side by side like this, somewhere on the track, the inside car has the priority. So they would roll first, second, and third on that particular roll, that turn. If a car ends directly behind another racer, then the trailing car is going to receive a +1 on the next roll. It sort of simulates a drafting mechanic. And then to attempt to pass, you simply roll 1d6. A 1 to 3 is a pass, a 4 to 6 is a block. There's a defensive driver, and a driver type, and he will block anything on that first roll and force you to roll a second roll. So, all right, wear and tear points. That's down here in this bottom section. Now, wear and tear points, or sometimes you'll hear me refer to them as WT points. It's a way to create stamina in the game. And so they determine when the car needs to make a pit stop. Now, pit stop is you skip a turn but you're going to get 6 WT points back. Every car starts with 10, and every turn, every roll of the dice for you takes away 1. So there are also some special times here. So when you're blocked on a pass attempt, that's also going to take away 1. If you end a turn in the green lane, so on the inside lane, then there's no extra WT points. You just get the one for the turn. But if you end in the yellow lane, let's say you wind up, there's a car here and you wind up here or here, and that's the end of your turn, you're going to get the 1 for the turn, plus you're going to get a -1 for the yellow, for being in the yellow lane. If you are all the way out in the red lane, that's going to subtract 2 plus the 1 for the turn. So pit stops, you can either voluntarily or involuntarily, and the way you involuntarily is if you get all the way down to 1 and then you go down to 0. So after that, you need to take a pit stop. So you get to roll when you're on the 1, and then the next roll basically takes you to 0, and you have to take a pit stop then. And like I said, a pit stop would bring you all the way back up to 6. So you can, if you're on 2, there's nothing stopping you from taking a pit stop, and then you'll be back up to 8. So a little bit of strategy with the wear and tear points. You don't have to wait until you drop down to 0, but just recognize that you can't get more than 10. So even if you took a pit stop at 7, you're only going to gain 3 and not 6. So it doesn't behoove you really to do that. The first car across the line on the final lap, on the 5th lap, is the winner. So if a turn ends with multiple cars at the finish line, so multiple cars here at the finish line, but not across the finish line, then you roll 1d6 for each car that's tied, and the highest roll wins, and we consider that like a photo finish. Okay, and if they're still tied, you just keep rolling until there's no tie. Okay, so optional rule. Before the race begins, we can see which driver type each car will use. Special moves are attributed to each driver, and that brings some strategy into play. These special moves can only be used once per race. So let's take a look at the special moves. And the special moves here are a risky driver type. He can re-roll the 2d6 dice, but he has to accept the second roll, even if it's lower. So let's say you roll a 3, and you're like, I need a push here. And you roll again, you get a 2, that's your roll. So it's not a best of, it's you take the second roll. But if you roll a 12, that obviously is a big, risk reward for you. Excuse me. An aggressive driver, when passing, you ignore the passing roll, and you just automatically succeed. So you don't have to roll to see if you can pass. You just zip around the car. For endurance, you can negate all WT losses for a single turn. So instead of losing that 1 on the turn, or instead of losing points for being in the yellow or red, you can negate all of those losses for 1 turn. So that gives you an opportunity to get outside and maybe create a lane for yourself outside where there's nobody in front of you. And that's a special move for the endurance guy. The defensive driver can force an opponent to re-roll a successful pass attempt. This is the one I was telling you. So a player rolls and they roll to successfully pass. If that player is ahead and the one being passed, they can force a re-roll once per race. The finisher can switch lanes in a corner. So you could move here or here or here. So you can switch lanes in a corner, and you don't have to take the extra moves around the corner. There should be one more. I don't know why it's not showing, but it's right there. I can see it, but it's hard to see on the thing. There should be one more. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the corner here. There should be 3 on the corner here. There should be 1. I've actually redone the racetrack since I've done this. It'll be darker and with better lines. So, but this is a good prototype just to be able to show everybody. And then lastly, the the veteran can pass diagonally. So instead of having to go out like this, so you have to go, typically when you pass, you go out and then over, but the veteran can do a diagonal pass. So skip that one step. So depending on what you roll at the beginning of the game, we have these different driver types, and I'll probably just write what each one of them is. In the actual physical game, we'll have little circle chits that you can put onto the board, and it'll let you know what type of driver it is. It's possible that you could have all the same type of driver if you rolled 6, or you rolled the same number 4 times in a row. So there are going to be enough chits for you to be able to put the same one on 4 different drivers. All right, so let's get this one started. Let me see here where we are as far as rolling. Where does that look? Okay, I might just have to show you the dice and roll off camera and then show you the dice. Will that show? That'll show over there. So let's do that. So we'll just roll like that, and then you'll be able to see the dice over to the side and still see all of the track. All right, maybe we can center that a little bit. Okay, so let's play this out. And I have played plenty of test games. Sent it out to a couple of people who were interested. This came about because someone just emailed and said, I'm super interested in the games that you're playing or you're making, and have you ever considered a racing game? And that's not the first time that anyone's ever asked me if I've ever considered a racing game, and I have considered it, but I've never done it. And so this is me taking a crack at it. I looked at some of the other games that are on the market, and some of them are very detailed. Some of them are less detailed. Some of them are differently themed, so they're more like camel racing or different types of things, and which is a very famous one. And then not too many of them are super simple like this and kind of this aesthetic. So hopefully this finds a place in the market. If you think this is stupid, you just leave it in the comment section. If everybody thinks it's stupid, maybe I'll abandon it, but I put the rules through ChatGPT, and ChatGPT thought it was pretty excellent. So we'll see what the ChatGPT taste is like. What I like about it, it's got a Euro game feel to it, and it's, you know, racing is something that we all do, whether you're on the playground or you actually participate in sports in some kind of running race, or you participate in motorsports, or you participate in watching motorsports. Tons of people relate to racing. It's sort of on the par with soccer, where a lot of people are familiar with the rules or familiar with what's going on. So let's try to do this. So for qualifying, we need 1d6, and we're going to roll for the highest. Number. So we got our cars here. We'll do the blue one first. The blue one has a 2. Yellow has a 1. So they're behind there. Oh gosh, that's what I'm afraid of. 6. Red has a 6. He'll be up front. And 5 is green. So they all line up perfectly, and we are good to go for the race. So it's going to be red on the inside. Green is here in the trail position. Blue and yellow. Now this is it's going to have actual little race cars, and it's going to be a little bit bigger because it'll be on a little larger size, but the cars will fit neatly in there. But they'll be little like Indy race cars, and that's going to come with the game. The game will come with the cars, all the tracks. The tracks will be on a board, all of the cars. So the one, it'll be a little square card that has all 4 racers on it, and then there'll be one of those for each individual racer, and then the position will be on the board as well. So everything you need is going to be on a board. It'll come with dice. It'll come with all of the little transparent circle markers that you need to just put and move them along and switch them around whenever you need to. This is just a prototype that I'm using my own markers for. All right, so we got our position here. So we need to set everyone in the right positions. I can do it like this. So yellow is last, blue is here, And we'll just have to keep paying attention to these. So we'll do it like that. All right, so let's run a race. It's the first 5 laps, and so this first time around, we'll be explaining a lot. So red car up first. It is an 8, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it behooves you to stay on the inside lane because there's, that was 8, 9, 10. So there's only 10 in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on the yellow. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 on the red. So if you think, well, I'll just get out to the red and then I'll just cruise around because nobody will be in front of me. One, it's going to wear your car down faster because you have to take -2 points off of your wear and tear points if you end out in the red. And then also you have to go more spaces. So it might be a good strategy at times, but to just say I'm going to get out to the outside lanes, just realize it's going to cost you more wear and tear on your car. So a strategy to try. Maybe it works. It probably is not going to be as good as being alternating some way. All right, so we need to take 1 off for the red, right? Wear and tear point. All right, so it's just about remembering each of the things after a turn. We got a 7, 1. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we want him to be in on the green lane as well. So the green takes off 1 wear and tear. They're still in the same position. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so here's a position where we need to try to pass. Okay, so we have 6. We have 2 more that we can do, so we could possibly wind up out here. Now you can either stop right here and wind up behind this car and you'll get a +1 on the next roll, or you can try to pass them. The reality is you're going to be out here, you're going to lose 1 extra wear and tear point. So at this point in the race, I'm just going to leave it as is. And he's going to stop there. So he could go 8, but he only chose to go 6. So he'll get a +1 the next time, and it won't cost him an extra one. So he's going to stop there. That puts him at 9, and then the yellow. So the yellow goes 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could have stayed out in the yellow lane. So now we have 3 more points. We could go 1, 2, 3, and we can wind up out here, or we could stay back here. I'm going to make the same choice. I could go 3 more. Maybe if I had like 6 more, I could go where I could wind up getting back in the green. These are all like the choices that you got to make, right? So you play it a few times and you see how it goes, and it just depends on each driver. Which I didn't roll for the drivers, so maybe you could do that in a different game. So we are just all even Steven, just playing by the rules. There's no special moves or anything for anybody. So right now everybody's going to stop this first lap. Red, green, yellow, or red, green, blue, yellow. Red, green, blue, yellow. Everybody has 1 wear and tear point off of them, and we are basically follow the leader at this point. So it's going to be the red first on the second roll. You can see there's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll be on the corner. He's passed his first lap, so he's on lap number 2 and takes off 1 wear and tear point. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to wind up here. He's still on his first lap technically, and we'll take away a wear and tear point. Get a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to try pass, because we could go 5, 6, 7 and actually pass him in position. Oh, he gets an extra one as well, so will the yellow. So it's really an 8. So it behooves us to pass here. So we're going to try to pass. A 1 to 3, he'll pass, be able to pass. A 4 to 6, he won't be able to pass. He gets blocked. So he gets blocked by this car here, and he's just going to have to stay. He can't go anywhere because he can't pass. So you got to be able to pass that pass roll before you can make a move to the outside or the inside. So the blue takes off a wear and tear point. He'll catch another +1 for drafting. This guy's going to have a +1 because of the drafting. Oh, a 10, big roll, 1. So now here's some strategy, right? So we have yellow and red lanes wide open over here. If we get to here, we're going to have to do the passing roll. If we go out to the outside now, we can just buzz around because there's nobody there. It is going to cost us an extra wear and tear point, but we're going to take that option because we have a +1 instead of 10, it's 11, right? So he's going to go forward 1, up 1, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you can see that yellow made a big move on that race. Now he's going to get an extra -1 there. So we take 8 and we go down to 7 because he's out in the yellow lane. But he was able to make a huge move on the field. And so we need to reposition all of our players there. He's also on lap number 2. So red and yellow are on lap 2. Green and blue are on lap 1. We need to just move these like this. And now yellow is here. So red, yellow, green, blue, red, yellow, green, blue, that's our position. Everybody has at least 8 wear and tear, but you can see that the yellow took the extra wear and tear by going to the outside. So second lap here, red is still in front, 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll be in the green, and the red car is cruising at this point. No real challengers yet. Yellow car gets to go again since he's in second place. 1, 2, remember you can't go down on a corner. 1, 2, 3, so 3. And then we got a choice to make, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's going to keep risking it, and he's going to stay to the outside. So he's going to stay on the yellow, and so he was here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He was here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to wind up in the corner. He'll be in the lead, but he's going to take an extra wear and tear point. So 1 for the roll and 1 for being in the yellow. Because remember, he can't duck down on a corner. So again, there's a little bit of strategy here. So just got to think through those things. 7. So he's going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to say 4, 5, 6, 7, and he's going to take a chance too. He said, you know, this guy is taking a chance. I'm going to take a chance. So now green is on lap number 2. He takes off 1 wear and tear point for the roll and 1 for winding up in the yellow. We need to switch our positions here. So red, yellow, green, blue. And then we've got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he is on lap number 2. Nobody's in front of him. So everybody's on lap 2 at this point. We take off 1 wear and tear point, and this is where we are. So blue's lagging a little bit, but at some point this guy's going to have to take a pit stop, I think. Sometime probably pretty soon. So yellow's in the lead. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 8. So he's going to wind up on lap 3. And we can't do anything. He's just stuck because he can't pass on a corner. So that's just where he is. Next up, red. 1, 2, 3. 4, and then we are going to set ourselves up to get past them. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so red takes the lead. back from yellow. These two are duking it out. Red goes down to a 6 and is on lap number 3. He's going to wind up on the outside, so he's going to take an extra wear and tear point, but he does have the lead by 1 block. Actually, he doesn't have the lead, does he? So yellow is still technically in the lead, I guess. Because this is just 1 block and this is 3. Even though he's out here, he's got the inside position always on the corner. So green is next. We get a 5. So we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's still on lap 2. And for the blue, a 9. 1, 2, 3. So 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So blue is going to be a conservative driver, and he's just going to pull up behind this guy. He's going to get an extra +1 because he's behind him, drafting him. But he's doing well as far as his wear and tear points. In fact, he has the most points so far. All right, so yellow, red, green, blue. Yellow, red, green, blue. We're good in our positions. We get a 6. Yellow's first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now he's going to be a little conservative, and he's going to end right there. So he's just going to take that. He won't be drafting next time because the blue will be out of the way, but he only takes out 1 wear and tear point. Everybody's still on lap number 3, except for the green and blue are not on lap 3 yet, but they're coming. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to follow here. We're going to take a little conservative strategy. So he will get a +1 for drafting. He gets a -1 here. And now green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's finally on lap number 3. And take 1 off there. Also, we'll get a +1 for drafting. You can see he wasn't that far behind, even though it feels like they are. And then blue is lingering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll be at the corner. Again, only 1 off for his wear and tear. He's conserving a little bit, kind of hanging back. He knows that these guys are going to have to pit, especially the leader. So yellow, red, green, blue. We stay in that order. Red and green are going to get a +1 for drafting the yellow car. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he'll be conservative again, and he'll just cross there. He'll be on lap number 4. We get a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he passes, the best he can do is to get right there. So he's going to continue to drive conservatively with his wear and tear points. He's not quite crossed over to the next lap. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The green will also fall in line, even though he gets an extra 1, so he gets a 7. He's going to hang right there, and he will conserve a little bit in the middle of the race. And blue needs something big here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll follow in behind the leader. So yellow, red, green, blue. This is how the race has been going for a while. Blue is keeping a little bit in reserve here. I'll tell you what, yellow is going to go on up. He's going to take a pit stop. So he's going to skip this turn, but he will go back up to 8 wear and tear points. So everybody's going to be able to go around him. It's like he's in the middle, right? So red is going to move and take the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So red is down to 2 wear and tear points. He's on lap number 4. He now takes the lead. Next up is green. Green was draft. Actually, he should go one more, right? Because he was drafting. So this guy gets an extra +1. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to continue to drive cautiously. He also moves to lap number 4. He moves up in his position. And then now blue has 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He really gets 7, but he's going to be content with 6. He's at 3 wear and tear points. He is on lap number 4 with everybody else. I never moved him. Okay, so yellow's back in the game. He's going to roll last though, because he's now he's on the same lap with everybody, but everybody is past him. But he's at 8 wear and tear points, so he should be able to either make some courageous moves to the outside, or he doesn't have to drive quite as conservatively at this point. So that's the beauty of taking a pit stop at some point, is you don't have to drive quite as conservatively. So you just need to figure that out. You're going to have to pit stop probably at least once per game, per race, I guess. Okay, so this is where our red, green, yellow, blue, red, green, yellow, red, green, blue, yellow, sorry. And then everybody's on lap number 4. So let's see how this goes. Red is going to take the first 1, 2, 3, 4. So he'll be here, and he's down to 1. And at this moment, he is going to take a pit stop, but he is in first place at the moment. So he gets a +1. It's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We haven't figured in. He hasn't pit stopped yet. So 4, he'll wind up there. He's going to be down to 1. So these two guys should probably pit. Let's do that on the next roll. We'll deal with that when we get to it. Blue has a little bit extra to play with. If he just bides his time, 2 guys are going to be off the board. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's drafting, so he's really at 11. So he's going to use this as a moment to try to get past everybody. So he is going to be, it's a 4, and he gets blocked. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets blocked. He can't pass. That's going to cost him 1 for the lap, 1 for the block. So he's in as bad a shape as everybody else is. And this is going to be yellow's turn to try to make up a lap on everybody. So yellow's going to roll. It's a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to be stuck there. So he takes away 1. But he is sort of in prime position because these guys are all going to have to take a pit on this one. They could take maybe if things were a little bit more spread out and everybody wasn't on the green, you could take your chance that on this last roll, you roll a 10 or 11 or something. If you had a clear line that you could make it, but there's no real clear line for him to be able to cut through and make it. So we're just gonna have them pit at this point, because then maybe they have a chance if he rolls low. So everybody's gonna pit. Everybody goes back to sorry, they should go to 7. I think, yeah, he pitted at 2, so they're pitting at 1. All right, so we add 1 or add 6, right? So everybody here is at 7. Yellow is the only one who's going to get a chance to go, and we'll see if he can pass all these cars. So he is going to get a +1 for drafting, so that's really an 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's going to wind up right back where he is. He's in the on the 5th lap. And everybody's just going to move down here. Normally these will be like little discs and a little bit easier to maneuver. So he's going to be in first place now. We're going to take away 1. Everybody else is back on the road for their turn. Oh, that's a killer roll. Just a 2 for the red. So he's going to put himself on the final lap. But that's not much of a move there. And now, again, we're on the final lap, so we got to think about these things. He's drafting. He gets a +1, so he's an 8. So we're going to make a move to the outside here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to make a move all the way around. Because he went around the outside before he got up on him, he doesn't have to do the passing. So he had made his move. He had made his move out here. So green is on the final lap. He takes away 1. And then blue needs something pretty special, but he doesn't get it. That's going to be a 5 turning to a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's still going to be behind, but he has a nice outside lane here. And then yellow with a chance to finish off the race. A 5 might do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So he finishes in first place. And he is finished. So yellow's going to win this race, as he played that one pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the green. So green is now in the second position. He's going to use a wear and tear point. 6, 1, 2, 3. I guess we can put him in the winner's circle. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets a +1 too, so 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, there's not much he can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's just going to come up behind him. I don't think there's a whole lot he can do. The red car. Blue has to go around this curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this guy's totally done. And it is a race for second. So even a 2 is going to cross him over. So really the only thing that's undecided is these two. So a 5 pushes him across. He's going to wind up in second place. And then the race is really for third. So 8, he crosses the finish line. He'll be in third, and the blue is in fourth. So this is our finish here. And yellow wins this one. I can't remember if he was the... I thought red. I think red started out. So yellow wins this race and makes it all the way to the finish line. Had a really good strategy by getting to two and then doing his pit stop and not waiting until others did it. So you can try out different strategies for how you do pit stops. Again, with the drivers, if you roll for that, that'll be like a little extra thing that you can kind of block people and keep them from doing things. Maybe make an extra move to help you get around somebody, that kind of thing. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. It's like a little basic racing game that you could play with a kid, or you could play with adults. There's a little bit of more strategy in it if you wanted to play with adults, but it's kind of a roll and move. But just kind of thinking through, do I wind up on the outside? Do I wind up on the inside? How do I get past people? That sort of thing. And then the inside lane that's going to be your faster track, right? So if you can stay on the inside lane the whole time, you're going to have a little bit easier time of it. But there are going to be times when you need to use these outside lanes and be able to get outside as well. So if you are interested in this, leave a comment down in the comment section. Don't know how many people play race games out there. I know that there's quite a few people who actually do like racing in the real life. But do you play it on the tabletop? Is this a game that you would play? I mean, right now it's going to be probably $40 to be able to sell the game. Just with the components that I have, is at a price point that you would pay if you had physical pieces. Would you rather it just be a PDF like this, where you just print out some things and play it and sell that for, I don't know, 10 or 15 bucks? So just let me know about those things, and then I can maybe try to sell the components or something like that. Sell the boards, sell the racetrack with just the markers and the dice, just the things that you need to play. That would probably be 15 or 20 bucks. And then you would have the other pieces, the other parts with the cars. You just have to provide your own tokens and stuff like that for the cars. So just let me know, like, what sort of configuration would you imagine doing for this? But if you want to go all the way with like the little cars that look like they'd be red, yellow, green, and white, and then you would have little cars on the track that you could run, and just like game pieces, tokens that you would push across. And then you would have each of the, you would have the appropriate color to be using for the laps and the wear and tear to keep up with that. So just let me know what you think about the game. This is a total beta. I think there's a couple people that I sent the files to, just to see if they would play it and let me know what they think. And it's pretty basic. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click on subscribe. If you like what I'm doing here, then give that thumbs up, a punch, mash, smash, whatever you want to do. You can just click it or touch it as well, and it works the same. You don't have to smash it. But it really does help. Google has sent good signals to Google that lots of people are, or at least enough people, are interested in this content. So if you come by, just give it a thumbs up. And there'll be more excuse me, allergy season. There'll be more to come with this game, and more to show as we go along. But let me know what you think. Is this a game you're interested in? Is this a game that you would rather have as a board game, a traditional board game that you would sort of print and play? I'm sorry, that you would have printed, so pre-printed, and you get it at your home. Or is it something that you would prefer to just print and play? So just realizing that the price point is going to be probably $30 to $40 for a printed game. All right. I think that is it from here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.